जय श्री माता जी। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी को नतमस्तक होकर प्रणाम करेंगे। कुंडली चढ़ाकर बंधन लेंगे। लेट्स बो डाउन एट द लोटस फीट ऑफ श्री माता जी. Raise kundalini and take bandhan. महामंत्र श्री गणेश मंत्र. दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की तरफ, बोथ हैंड्स टुवर्ड्स श्री माता जी। दाहिना हाथ हमारे बाएं हृदय पे रखेंगे। लेट्स कीप अ राइट हैंड ऑन द लेफ्ट हार्ट। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपया हमारे हृदय में आइए। श्री माता जी, प्लीज कम इनटू आवर हार्ट। दाहिना हाथ धीरे धीरे उठा के सामने कपाल पे रखेंगे। लेट्स कीप आवर राइट हैंड ऑन द फोरहेड। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, मैंने खुद को क्षमा कर दिया, मैंने सबको क्षमा कर दिया। श्री माता जी, आई फॉरगिव माई सेल्फ, आई फॉरगिव एवरीवन। पूरे हृदय से हमें यहाँ पे श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करनी है, क्षमा मांगनी है। विल आस्क फॉर फॉरगिवनेस टू श्री माता जी। दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की तरफ, बोथ हैंड्स टुवर्ड श्री माता जी। हम यहाँ पे श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपया हमारे मस्तिष्क में आइए। श्री माता जी, प्लीज कम इनटू आवर ब्रेन। श्री माता जी, कृपया आप हमारे मस्तिष्क में विराजमान हो जाइए। श्री माता जी, प्लीज रिसाइड इन आवर ब्रेन। श्री माता जी, कृपया आप ही हमारे मस्तिष्क को नियंत्रित कीजिए। श्री माता जी, प्लीज कंट्रोल आवर ब्रेन। माता जी कृपया आप ही हमारे मस्तिष्क को आपके आशीर्वाद से मार्गदर्शित कीजिए। श्री माता जी, let this brain be guided by your divine blessings. Let's open our eyes. आँख खोलेंगे, चित्त को सहस्त्रार पे रखेंगे और श्री माता जी की अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करेंगे. We'll keep our attention on सहस्त्रार and listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
The deities that are in these centers, the deities is ego, and the malignancy is self. Cancer is caused. Cancer cannot be cured unless and until you get your self-realization is deity. Whether you are a doctor or anything, I tell you this. He is also a doctor from India. We have cured a cancer recently. I mean, I can cure many cancer patients, so my interest is not in that. The only thing that will happen to all the saints, if they go wrong anymore, will be cancer itself. Because ego is too much, and ego comes from overactivity here. It bloats out like that, and from this, another side, where is the emotional side, is you get a symphony. So you are clutched like that. Now what has happened in the West, we must understand. That you had too much of overactivity, your ego really bloated like a balloon and pressed this down. So you got fed up with it. Just said, to hell with all this materialistic development. Now we are trying to develop material. You see, Indians must open their eyes. They have to short circuit. They want to go into the same circuit of getting into the affluence and then coming back to their own normal. So they should feel the satisfaction within themselves and try not to overdo it. By overdoing it, you just got tired of it. So he said, give up that. That's how you have given up that life. All right? But by that, where did you go? From one end of the pendulum, you go to the other side. That's why you have taken to the other side by which you take drugs and things, so you go away from yourself. It's an escape. As this is an escape, this is also an escape. But face yourself in the center. So all of you are catching on the left for the same reason. While Indians will be catching more on the right because they are developing now. Advancement. Advancement only should be of the spirit. Once you get the advancement of the spirit, Krishna has said, Yoga Kshema Vahamya. That first you get your yoga and your Kshema is looked after. But Indians, they may not accept these nonsensical ideas about sex. But about material welfare, they must get people from Russia, from Germany, from America, and from England to teach us. Now you have to tell these people that this material thing has led you to this kind of life. You are fed up of it, the complications of it. And that our people should not follow you, go into the same ditch and come back with some drugs. Tomorrow, Indian children are going to give up God, the way you people negative there. All the churches are telling. Because in the temples you find all kind of nonsense going on. So we are on one extreme, that once we give up, we become absolutely people who do not believe in God. So to avoid all this, you have to stand on your legs. By rising up the Kundalini, the spirit here is expressed through the Sadashiva, the God Almighty there. When this passes through this, it integrates you completely, enlightens you, and there that principle of Sadashiva starts flowing through you, through your hand. as vibrations. Cool vibrations from it. Then as soon as this happens, the whole instrument starts working. That your fingers start telling you what's wrong with the other person. You start feeling on your fingers what is the chakra catching. Even a child can tell you. This is what has to happen to you. Then you get the stage of Satchidananda. Sat is the knowledge. You get the knowledge about yourself and about others. Chit is your attention becomes so powerful that you can pay attention to somebody and can cure a person. You can find out what's wrong with the person just paying attention to it. Just paying attention to person. It's like a dynamic communication that is established in the collective consciousness. You become, it is actualization, is not lecturing. You really become collectively conscious in the sense that you start feeling others. You attain a state of awareness in which you become aware of others. Automatically, spontaneous. Anybody, even a child can say, yes, this is wrong with this person. This is catching, that is catching. You just become. It is not lecturing or brainwashing. It's a happening, we should take this. This is what you should ask for. And not for some sort of a kick and a hallucination or some sort of a mesmerism that's going on. And you must know that a person who is a religious person, a person who talks of God, has to lead a very, very moral life. Has to be an excellent person, has to be full of compassion and love, and should be above all these worldly things. He should not take money from you. How can a parasite be a divine person? These are all parasites. For them, money is so important. They divert your attention to money. All the time they are diverting your attention to it. You cannot purchase such a person. Such a person is a king. You cannot purchase such a person. You cannot capture such a person. You cannot handle such a person. He lives beyond. But this is the big thing going on. People are creating a big rigmarole and a big, you can say a very big enterprise. They sit down and find out how to propagate, how to have a big advertisement, how to do this, how to do that. And they work it out. They know, they are psychologists, they know how to handle your psyche. Without doing anything for you, they have become multi-millionaires. People are disillusioned, no doubt. But say about, today there are 1,000 people with them. Out of them, 5, 6 get disillusioned first, so they get out. Then again 5, 6 get disillusioned, they get out. Like Penang, I would say, this Maharishi Yogi started his work in Penang. In Penang now he dare not go there because people will really kill him, because they are all like a junkie car. He went there about 15 years back. They are just like junkie car, rattling just like that. They cannot take the name of God. One man told me he cannot go near a church even. He starts rattling like a junkie. This is all known as Vashana Vidya in this country. You have no idea as to what you are facing with these people. You must only ask for this eternal of absolute wealth. But you ask for something cheap, then go and purchase it. There are markets for it. People are doing guru shopping, go to it. That satisfies your ego. Go ahead. You will be born again and again doing the same work. What's the use? If you are saints, take to the right things. Only because I do not take money from you and I cannot pamper your ego, you should not give up what is reality. I will give you whatever is the reality, for which you cannot pay, which you cannot maneuver, which you cannot get with your effort, but through your spontaneity you are going to get it. Just ask for it. I am your mother, I am going to tell you the truth. I am not going to tell you, you go and smoke and do whatever you like. None of these gurus ever say that you don't smoke. Nor do they ever say that you don't take drinks. At the most they'll tell you that you become vegetarians. That's the best way of making you people be. This vegetarianism of this extreme type is also not necessary. All right, those who do not eat should not. But that does not mean a person cannot achieve spirituality if he eats other things. Like Muhammad Sahib was a great person, Christ was a great person, even Rama was a Kshatriya, Krishna was a Kshatriya. So only thing you can do is to control your food. By controlling food and all these things, you cannot achieve God. You have to control your whole religion within yourself, and that can come later on once you get realization. So the mind style is first give you realization, outright. Start your machinery, whether second hand, third hand, fifth hand. Whatever kind of a car it is, let us start it off. Then it will work out by itself. You correct it because you will know where to stop. This is how my work is going to affect you and give you help. By this, your physical being is first corrected naturally, because if God has to enter into your being, if he has to be enlightened and enshrined, your temple has to be corrected. You must respect your body. You must respect your body. Then your mental being is going to be corrected. If you have any mental problems, psychosomatic problems, they will be corrected naturally, because the mind that is going to receive the knowledge of God has to be all right. And you are going to be emotionally absolutely stabilized in love, in pure love, and not this lust love. That every time you look at a woman, you have a feeling of possessing her. Every time you look at a man, you have a feeling of possession. But free from all this enslavement into a real dignified life of yours, that is what is Sahaja, for which you have to understand that it's not a cheat. It's a very subtle happening, and if it happens to you, you have to maintain it, and how to maintain it and all that we have worked it out. I started my work with one person, and now, as you know, in London we have thousands, and that is 300 very good Sahaja yogis who were just like me. They were taking drugs and everything. They have given up. I never told them to give up, because you start enjoying yourself so much that you just give up. Because when the vibrations are flowing nicely, you feel better. And then you start doing with your hand all the miracles, the raising of the Kundalini, you yourself can do it. You can give them realization. You can do it. Now you have felt it, isn't it? You have felt the vibrations of others. Didn't you feel it? You felt what was burning, what was happening, isn't it? All this sensitivity comes to you as soon as you start to do. Now the only difference is you are the people who are really ardently seeking it and renouncing it. But you have spoiled your kundalinis by this kind of a plunging into all kinds of nonsense. So I have to put them right. While Indians have got beautiful kundalinis, they get it in no time, but they do not see it. So I am between where there are teeth, there are no chana, and when there is chana, there is no teeth. Indians are only there when I go to them, they'll say, all right, we have had darshan, mother, now we are going. That's all they are interested in, my darshan finish. Or at the most, somebody is sick, somebody is ill, just they are not interested in Atma Prabhu. Because now they want to develop themselves, you see. You must first get yourself. Worldly developments have brought no peace to you, no happiness, that you know, but they do not believe. In this country is so great that you can live with very. In London I have seen that you cannot go out without wearing a coat. You have to have a centrally heated house, otherwise you will die. You have to struggle all the time. That is the reason people have paid their attention outside to overcome the natural problems. While in this country there is no need. That's why in our country only these great people like Adi Shankaracharya, like Nanaka, like Kabira, like recently our Shirdi Saina, and all these people were born because you can live just in the jungle. You don't have to pay much attention to your well-being here, you can get everything nicely. This is the reason why Indians are so much religious. Their attention is religious, their traditions are religious. We start with religion. But we have got such a big heritage. But where are we looking forward to? America and to Russia? Just go and see yourself how they are. Then you will never look forward to them. We have to look forward to Adi Shankaracharya. We have to look forward to our Nanak and to our great saints. Those who lived in complete joy, peace and happiness. That is our heritage. We are not to play and go these horrible things like casinos and things. That gives no joy. Otherwise, why are they here? We have to manifest our own, project our own image, which is actually based on the self-realization only, nothing else. Let us be proud of it that we have got this heritage. And they are not going to respect you unless and until you are yourself. So for Indians also, one has to learn a lot to be an Indian, to understand what they have got already. These are all saints. Really they are saints. Believe me, they are saints. Reborn to seek God. But they are misled, and the thugs have gone from your country only. So you are responsible to see that you give them love and bring them back. It's normal. I would like you sometime to come and visit the villages where I have done a lot of work. I don't work in the cities, that's why I do not have much publicity. City is useless for me. There are cities meant for people like Rajneesh and all these who can go and put their bags filled up there with all the money that the city people have. I go to the villages, and in the villages you will be amazed how they will assimilate you. Because you dissolve into yourself and they are dissolving into themselves. You become just one. You can ask these boys have been. How they were dancing and jumping with them and loving them and kissing them and all these false ideas, nonsensical ideas destroyed. Who has separated man from man, woman from woman, woman from man, husband from wife, children from mother. All this nonsensical fellow destroyed was another attack on you, on your innocence. And you accepted him so readily. That is the reason why such people like horrible people like these sexologists are thriving at your cost. Ask any Indian if they have read anything of Kama Sutra or they want to. None of them. See the innocency and the lost. They won't even understand half of what I'm saying. They are so simple. If you talk to them, you'll be amazed. You have complicated yourself for nothing at all. Tantrism is the sewage of this country. Don't come to us through that sewage. Come to us from the main door, then you will know what is the idea of the sewage. Alright? Thank you very much. May God bless you. Let's have it now that you get your realization and settle down into it.
परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आज के ध्यान के लिए हम आपके अनंत आभारी है। थैंक यू श्री माता जी फॉर टुडेज मेडिटेशन। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी को नतमस्तक होकर प्रणाम करेंगे, कुंडलनी चढ़ाकर बंधन लेंगे। लेट्स पो डाउन एट द लोटस फीट ऑफ श्री माता जी, रेस कुंडलिनी एंड टेक बंधन। जय श्री माता जी।